Hey everybody, Jeff Knutson here from Orange Park, Florida, talking to you about the Red Sea Max 250. Last video I did was the video about the stork visiting, and the stork didn't visit. In fact, Dr. Death visited instead. Lost my female black false percola clown, and unfortunately it wasn't fun to watch. She ended up with a really strange worm parasitic infestation, I guess, or infection, or whatever you want to call it. But she ended up showing signs that are similar to Brooklynella or whatever, other than she didn't show any fin rot or spots like an ick infestation. But as she was dying, the worm exited her body, and it wasn't a pretty thing to see. But anyway, I've got some good news. The good news is tonight we got Big Bertha, the black false percola tank raised clownfish. I'm going to show you Big Bertha, and she and the male counterpart of the black percola have already paired up and are having a good time in the tank. So we're going to take a quick peek at that, and I'm going to turn the camera off, turn it around, and we'll be right back with you. Well, as I mentioned, we have a new addition to the tank, much to my chagrin and disappointment, although she's pretty cool. That is Big Bertha. She is the newest addition. She's a black tank raised false percola or false clownfish. She is pretty much, even though they're not right together right now, not left the side of my male since I put her in the tank, so that's a good thing. They have tested the waters with the other two clowns, investigating the anemone and etc., but all is good in the world right now, so we'll keep our fingers crossed that continues. I'm still in hopes that someone will take my purple tip CB anemone and make it its home, but for the moment that's not happened. Now, as I mentioned, I did lose my other female yesterday, but I am in a fair amount of certainty that had she not had the parasite, that we would have had baby clown fry by now. She and the male had cleaned off that spot back there in the back of the tank. I laid a piece of tile down there for them to lay on, and they basically spent 2 days dancing and spending time cleaning up that area back there. So it was, if you've ever seen one of the videos on clowns laying, it was all but the eggs as far as their habits. Unfortunately, the parasite, or I'm fairly certain that's what got her, brought that to a close in fairly short order. But Big Bertha is swimming about happily. I did want to share with you something that I've been doing here lately for my tangs and now the clowns as well. I've got a couple clips of seaweed in the tank. This is the dry package seaweed. You can get it at Petco or your local fish store. Comes in a bigger sheet, but looks a little bit like this. I've got a couple of different kinds that I put in there. I've got purple seaweed and the green seaweed as well. It seems like the tank prefers the purple, so I put a little bit more purple in there than green, and I make sure that I fold it, as you can see, a number of times. Otherwise you'll have a mess in your tank. But tangs should be fed more than once a day, and since I can't stay here all day long to feed them, that kind of keeps them fed up for the day while I'm out. And I normally put a piece in at night, then another piece in the morning, because they'll have, between that, your snails, your tangs, the clowns, pretty much everybody partakes in the seaweed festival. So anyway, everybody likes it. Been messing around a little bit with some coral. You may remember I hacked up my hammer coral, my green and purple hammer, and put a piece there, and put a piece over here behind the tang, down in the dark corner of the tank, and also a piece up higher on the reef right there, just to just to see how they react in different lights and different heights in the tank. And obviously, even though that one up there is well opened, the color of this one and the one down in the corner are much more defined. So I'll probably move that one and find something that likes a higher, more direct light and move it up on top. Also, the green bubble tip has gotten half again as big as it's been. It's not fully out right now, but you can see I've had to move these mushrooms up on the reef. They're actually getting stung on the bottom sides, as well as the red mushroom there to the right. Well, it'll reach over there and mess with it a little bit. So it seems to be happy as well. So all in all, the tank's very happy. I will tell you I have one complaint, as you may read in some of the reviews. The skimmer is very temperamental. Every time I have to change the height of the overflow based on the water level, the skimmer gets beside itself and puts very small micro-sized air bubbles into the tank until it settles back out. That's really the only complaint I have at this point on the whole setup. It's still bubbling, it's still putting plenty of protein waste in the skimmer cup, but it does take a few minutes to a half an hour or so to cycle back out once you adjust the height of the overflow. But beyond that, all is good in tank land at this moment. The Red Sea Max, I really like it. I've got my black perks happy, for the moment anyway. The true perks are happy as well, and we'll see how the night goes, and we'll be back at you soon. Thanks again for all your comments, for watching my videos. I've enjoyed it. I really like the Red Sea Max, and I really like the fact that you're enjoying watching what I do. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks.